welcome back to my channel. It's your boy BPTMT. I'm about to explain something new that nobody's doing. This is a game changer. And with using a Mac M1, the M1 Mac Mini, with that said. And the cool thing about having the M1s or the M2s or whatever you got, the latest or the greatest of the Macs, you can use iOS plugins or iOS apps. And I got this app here. You can see where my mouse is pointing. This is the Harmonizr, what we've talked about. This is Harmonizr episode. I think this is my third episode or fourth. I may be wrong. But with that said, you see I got the Harmonizr. And what I've done was created it to where I can punch in my harmonies in real time while I'm playing back my track or recording my tracks in Studio One or with any DAW of your choice. Now, the reason why I did it like this is because you need to have the Harmonizr up to where you can click on it. So when I click on it, I can go switch to harmonies just like this. Check this out. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. So you see how clean that is? And it comes in the input over here on the way I've routed it on my Vox channel. So my vocals are coming in on this track. And I'm going to record something real quick so you guys can see how cool this is playing back in your DAW. So it's way better than just using the iOS app on your phone or your iPad. It's better this way because, you ain't got to route the audios. It's already built in. You just download it in the App Store. Because on an M1 Mac, you can go to the App Store, you click on it, and there's a setting on there. There's a section in there that will ask you if you want to pull some of your applications that you've purchased or got free on your iOS or iPhone. And that's what I did. I just downloaded the Harmonizr, and I was able to put it on my desktop. The only thing is you can't route the audio to come back without going through a separate channel. So in order to do that, you need to do this. You need to get Loopback. And see, Loopback allows you to create a separate audio. You see how I'm running the Harmonizr into my input 7 and 8? Because if you just used it, it would come back into your recordings with all your other tracks on 1 and 2. You see where I'm pointing right here? If you didn't have a Loopback. So the best thing to do to kill that noise is you route it to a different input. So when you play it back, everything's going to be independent. So your Harmonizr will be on its own separate channel, and all your music comes in on this channel. Because what I'm trying to say is when you're recording and you're playing your music back, your music would come in on this channel, so you get a bleed, and we don't want that. So you see how it's independent now. If I play the music, let's play some music. You can see it's independent. See, you don't hear the music coming in on that channel. It's just my voice. So just showing you that that's a game changer. So now I'm about to record something for you guys. So here we go. Take it back to the beginning, and I'm just going to sing a little something. And what I'm going to do at the same time, I'm going to click on my harmonies. If you look to the right where I'm showing the arrow, I'm going to click on these harmonies, and you'll see how I can change the harmony in real time. And this is cool. Not only that, you can add your effects on the channel. It's just a game changer. Now, compared to all these other, harmonizers out there, I think this is the one because it just, I don't know, it's something in the dynamics of the recording. It sounds better because I've used different harmonizer softwares, and the one by Antares, it's all right, but you don't get this sound like this. Trust me when I say this, you're not going to get the sound like this. And there's another one, even the one on Isotope. I'm not knocking these softwares. It's because it's all in how you use them, you know. But to me, as far as this is my perspective on it, it sounds much better. So with that said, I'm just going to demonstrate. Here we go. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You see my audio coming in. It's a little light, but I'm gonna do some harmony. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh, yeah. So you can see how I did that. So now, if I play the track back, you're going to hear it. So let me just start it from a different timeline, and I'm going to bring up the volume on it so you can hear it. Now, you're going to get a double back because I'm using the same routing as far as with my application Ecamm. So here we go. I'm going to play it back. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Okay, let me just stop that. And now I know you probably noticing, okay, you're getting that auto-tune effect in there. I can do all those adjustments from here. I talked about that in the earlier tutorials that I've made about how to adjust the auto-tune and all that stuff on there, pitch correction. You can see how I have it set to 50%. You can bring that down, but sometime when I record, let me just delete this. And when I record, let me take the echo off. When I record this, I record it first with everything up like this. So that way I can know how the auto-tune is going in real time. So if I play the track back, and just play around with it, and I'm going to turn it on so I can hear what I'm sounding like as, you know, with the effects coming in real time. So here we go. See how that goes. It's very smooth. It is very smooth. And when you work with it and you get to make your adjustments on it, it's a game changer. You know, And what else am I forgetting here before I close this tutorial out? Yes, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to put out more of these videos so you guys can be hip to the game. I've always been the type of person to try to do something different from what everybody else is doing, and nobody's doing this, using this harmonizer like this, because you watch my other tutorials, you'll see how this stuff is going. And with my audio interface, before I close everything out on this tutorial, my audio interface, I got my mic here. You know, I got the Shure, one of the best mics on the market, and it's great. It's a dynamic mic. You can use any mic of your choice, but you notice I only have one. This is going XLR into my input on my audio interface, and my audio interface is set up to whatever's coming out on my output. So all I did was routed my output on my audio interface, one of the outputs, because I got like 4 different outputs. So what I did was took one of the outputs, like 3 and 4, and brought it into 7 and 8. So that's why you see it here. You get what I'm saying? And then over here on your Ecamm, you can see it. See, whatever's coming out of Harmonizr, it's here. And also with Studio One, this is what I like about the DAWs. This DAW, this is not no just any DAW. I mean, you got your DAWs of choice, but to me, this DAW is one of the best of the best. It's just cool because I can go here and set up, you know, here's my audio interface set up here, and you can see what I did on Loopback. I named, if I pull up Loopback again, I named my audio routing called Harmonizr in Studio One. And with Studio One, you can say, okay, this is what I want my recording input to be. So this is what's cool about having the Loopback, because you can say, okay, it creates all these separate routings for audio, and that's just so cool. So I just made my input Studio One, Harmonizr Studio One. So when I play it back, you know, on my channel here, you know, it's going to accept it, you know, 7 and 8, you know, and you can name it whatever you want. And that's just how you do it, because it was kind of a difficult task until I figured it out. But yeah, I'm just trying to help everyone who's getting started with this. And if you have any questions, feel free, you know, put it in the comments and whatnot on how to do your routing, because you really have to know what's going on when it comes to multiple routing and getting your audio so you don't get the bleed and stuff going through your channels. Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. So the cool thing about it is the way I prefer to use it with the M1, the iOS and the M1, because you can, if you set it up like this, you can punch it in on the fly. You ain't gotta be like, okay, I gotta hook my iPad up and all that stuff. It's already in the computer itself. So hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, hit the like and subscribe button to the channel, and I really appreciate everything you guys do. And it's your boy BPTMT with another one. Catch you on the next one.